Hi there, Zam here with Nerd Nation. I'm here to talk about what I want from Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Now, Sam Wilson was given the shield by Steve Rogers at the end of Endgame, and his character arc of becoming Captain America is something we're all looking forward to. I'm not sure if it's going to be completed in this show, but I do believe we will see him end up being Captain America at some point within the MCU. At the moment, it looks like the shield at some point will end up with the US agent, and he might be this Captain America for this show for the time being. Nevertheless, Sam Wilson's journey will be interesting because we're all going to look for any moment we can when he finally becomes that particular person. But what about Bucky Barnes? Here's somebody I'm actually very interested in, because Bucky Barnes is not going to be Captain America as far as we're concerned, but Bucky Barnes is somebody who needs to maybe find some purpose in life. For a good portion of a life that lasted longer than it should have, he was a mind-controlled assassin, and now he's no longer under mind control, even though he still remembers everything he's done. He's able to redeem himself, and to see Bucky loving life again, to see him laughing again, finding worth again, would be great. I really want to see Bucky get a break. I really do. I want to see him happy again, and that'll be great for this particular character who's had such an up and down since he's been introduced into the MCU from First Avenger. So yeah, give back Bucky some happiness. That's what I want from him in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I also want Hemant Zemo to be the badass character that I always see him to be within the MCU. When he was in Civil War, he was able to manipulate the Avengers and make them do shit they weren't realizing they were doing. I mean, they were doing it under their free will, but I don't think they still realize that they're in a way that they're kind of being manipulated. And Hemant Zemo was doing that, and it wasn't under mind control or anything. It was just about him, putting his chess pieces here and there and letting things just take its course in a way that only a genius of a supervillain like him could scheme up. I mean, he beat the Avengers. He got them to break up. He had them fighting amongst themselves. The guy is a genius supervillain. And to see that level of genius from him in this show, him being this master manipulator, who's just an average man, oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. He is the best supervillain in the MCU, as far as I'm concerned. And I can't wait to see him again. I hope he actually wins. And when I say wins, I don't mean an early episode and then later on Bucky and Sam get back at him. No, I want him to win. Whatever he does, I want him to win. That would be great. And I don't want them to kill him off either. Even if he loses, don't kill him off. He's just too good of a character to kill off. Why would you kill off arguably the best villain in the MCU? I know people will say Thanos and several other, but as far as I'm concerned, he's my favourite. So, arguably the best villain in the MCU. You got other characters coming into the show as well. It's good to see Sharon Carter back. I know some people are either here or there, whatever. Who cares? This is a cinematic universe with loads of fucking people. And it's good to see like secondary characters, like we saw with Jimmy Woo and Darcy, and Monica as well. To these secondary characters be a bit more front and center and get some more development. That's what I love about this shit. And we're also going to see, as I mentioned earlier, US agent. I'm fascinated. I really am, but I'm a bit concerned how they're going to use US agent. I'm really worried it's going to be. We're only going to have him in drips and drabs. He might be some end-level boss for them to finally deal with the super soldier, even though Bucky himself is a super soldier. But he might be some end-level boss they have to deal with because he's so strong and stuff, and because he's a government sort of agent, so to speak. He's harder to get to. And so that's why I feel he might be an endgame boss. No pun intended. And who else is there? Is that the Flag Smashers? Not too fussed about them, to tell you the truth. But we'll see how all this pans out. But this is what I want from the show regarding some of the character arcs. I'm not really sure what's going to come from this show. I just want these decent arcs within the show. So that now you know. Thank you very much for watching, and have a nice day.